To one of my previous videos, Maunika Madgula has commented like this. Hari Om Guruji, you mentioned about having desire and not to have expectations. Without desire, there is no life. Even to live life is a desire. Once you start working towards the desire, where do you stop? There should be an end point. So you start working towards that end goal, which is nothing but an expectation. Desire automatically transfers into an expectation. A boy desires to be with a girl with an expectation. Unfortunately, when we talk about love, most people only think about a boy and a girl relationship. Love is much bigger, but again it's dissipated to a lower level, and that's the language most people understand. A person has a desire to build the hospital with an end result of having hospital built. That is an expectation. So desire transfers to an expectation. Everybody wants that expectation to be fulfilled. If not fulfilled, it turns into a depression. With depression, they lose the zeal to live. Few people take extreme steps which they cannot when they cannot deal with tornadoes that were built inside them and by them. So is our desire the problem, or having an expectation of the end result is our problem, or the journey towards the end goal is our problem, and how do we mend ourselves? Maunika has very beautifully raised a question which must be there in the minds of most of you. I thought to this comment, what she has written, I thought let me release a video, and this is more on desire, expectation, love, goal, non-fructification of desire leading to certain unpleasant things people do in some cases. She has asked, what is the problem with all this? Yes, what you say is very perfectly right. Desire gives rise to expectation. But the point here is most of the people miss something, a larger picture. See, be a dry leaf and get drifted as the wind blows. Change is the only thing that can happen in life. The point with us is why we feel dejected when the desire is not fulfilled because of the expectation. Why do we feel dejected is because we have an end point fixed in our mind for our journey. You should just travel in the train of life without any end point. You do not know when and where it will arrive, and there is no fixated point as a goal in one's life. When you have a goal, yes, when you do not reach the goal, you get dejected and your mind is totally off because you had some goals in life. The goal is the main problem because you have a destination in mind. If you can live a life without destination and only you enjoy the journey part of life and not the destination, then desire remains as a desire and there is no expectation whether it will be fulfilled or not. When it is fulfilled, it is a great pleasure. When it is fulfilled, it is a miracle. When it is fulfilled, A mystery has been fulfilled. That's all. It is taken that way and you keep moving on. You don't get stuck up to that. There is no end point. Life is a journey. There is nothing like a destination or a goal. If you have a destination or a goal, certainly desire is going to create expectation. And you may have to work for that expectation, and when it is not fulfilled, in some cases, yes, they resort to extreme measures. So, can somebody live a life without any goal and loving just the journey of life? That is where the point comes. Can you love the journey of life? You see so many things as you go in the train, you see so many things. Yes, you see greenery, you see buildings, you see so many things. You see stations, train being stopped in various stations, but still it goes on and on. Of course, you reach finally a place and you get on. But suppose you imagine there is a train where it has got no destination, it keeps going on. You can see the things, various things. You can keep seeing, and that adds to your experience, or that adds to the joy what you have got, and you keep just seeing and nothing. There is no fixated point like a destination, and you keep living a life without a goal. Can you live a life without a goal is the point. Unfortunately, most of the time we are taught to live life with a goal, because we are more bothered about something called sadhana. This is what we say. When you say sadhana, you have a goal to achieve it. When you call it as upasana, if you keep life as upasana, there is no goal. You just keep on doing it. That's all. Whatever you are expected to do, you just do it. There is no fixated goal for it. It's an upasana to live life, not a sadhana to live life. When it becomes a sadhana, then you have a goal. When it is upasana, there is no goal. Can you live a life more as being upasana than being sadhana? That is the point. If you can live life that way, then there is no goal. There is no problem at all. There is no expectation. Simply the desire to live life. And you really are so happy when a flower blooms. It is very nice, very beautiful to look at. You see a deer jumping around. It's very beautiful to look at. There is nothing, no more expectation. When you live a life like that, yes, the life becomes very interesting. There is no goal and there is no pressure on you. When there is a goal, there is a pressure on you. Always there is some sort of a pressure to achieve it. If there is a goal, there is something like achievement. You have to achieve the goal at any cost. Suppose you have to keep on running. Just keep on running, nothing more. Just keep on running. Not getting tired of running, but just keeping on running, keeping on running, keeping on running, just seeing around everything. And the desire of living life without any expectation. Then life becomes very easy and life becomes rather a miracle. You keep wondering at every point in life. When you start wondering more at life, there is nothing like an end point. The end point comes only when you are not able to wonder at life. When you are not able to wonder at life, then you have a fixed point and you are always towards that achievement of goal. And for that goal, you have to plan things. It has to be planned in a particular way to achieve a particular goal. And you have to work for it. Once you start working for something, naturally you will be tired. Here, when you live without desire, there is nothing like working. There is no pressure and you never become tired. And there is no question of any disappointment. When you work for something with a goal and the goal is not met, then there is a scope for disappointment. And you become tired also because you are working with a motive and that motive is not fulfilled. The motive is not fulfilled. By the time you realize that, you are caught in that web. You are caught in that web. So, can you live a life without desire means for living a life without desire, then life must be upasana and not sadhana, not with the aim of achieving something. And living life for life's sake and without any goal, wondering the mystery of life, and it is more the journey that you are concerned with and not the destination. When you fix a destination, yes, it is a problem. It is a very big problem because you are now fixated with a destination. Then comes the question of sadhana, you have to achieve it. Then you work for it, you become tired in the process. More so, the tiresome is more when you are not able to achieve what should have been achieved. But unfortunately, in our country, we are all in this world itself. Everybody is taught to work with a goal, short-term goal, long-term goal. You go and talk with management specialists; they will have a list of things. Why do you have stress in the life? The very concept of executive stress is because one is not able to reach the goal in the fixated time, or one is disappointed that they are not able to reach the goal. This is why stress. If everything can be treated more as a journey and not as an achievement, that is why Krishna says, Karmanyeva adhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana. You just do your duty, but don't think about the results of your actions. It will automatically fall. Awards and rewards will automatically come. Don't be fixated towards it. Consider it more as a journey. This is a journey of life where incidentally I have to do certain things and I do certain things to the best of my ability without really having a goal in the mind, but looking at it more that it has to be done and it is done with efficiency. Not that when you do not have a goal, your efficiency is going to come down. It will not come down. When you treat it as a journey, yes, in that part of journey of life, something had to be done and you are doing it the way it has to be done. That's all. There is no pressure on you basically because it's a journey as far as you are concerned, because it is not going to stop with one project. If this project is over, your project is going to give you next project. Once you complete this project in 200 days, he will expect you to complete the next project in 150 days. All these things are there. But that fixation, if it is there in mind, then it becomes a problem. Of course, in case of love, we always, in this country, we always think it is only, at least in the East, we only think the love between an youngster, a male and a female. That's all, the relationship between them. We don't think love is something beyond. Love is something huge. Love is something very vast. Probably youngster may be there. It is just like a cattle drinking some water in a pond. The pond is love. It's so huge. So, without that, if they live a life for love's sake, there is no problem. There is no problem. That love will always be there. Without expectation, the love will exist. And he will not be bothered. He is more bothered about the journey of life, not about achieving something. When it becomes achieving something, then it creates a lot of problems. It creates always some problem or the other in the mind. Some people are able to withstand, some cannot withstand. And so they resort to certain extreme methods. But can you live life thinking that life is a journey and there is no destination for it? When you are fixated with the destination, then automatically stress develops. This is what I feel. I thought I should give you a video on this. Though I am on the journey of life, I'm not at Hyderabad today. I'm on the way somewhere. I'm able to give this video to you. So live a life without any goal. Just be a dry leaf and get drifted as the wind blows. Never resist a change. Change is the only permanent thing that happens in life. So just carry on with that. Just love the life for its sake. The beautiful life. It's a thanksgiving. A prayer is a thanksgiving to God, where you say to God, the life is such a beautiful life you have given me. And it is so nice. I'm having a lot of experience. I'm exposed to so many things, Lord. It's very nice. I'm so happy about it. So joyous about it. What a beautiful life you have given me. Is it not? It's a thanksgiving. Absolutely. It's a more a thanksgiving. Of course, people ask, we want this, we want that. Yes, so many things you do ask. And he grants it. That's a different issue. But life is more, a beautiful life is more something wonderful, which is probably blessed by the nature, call it God, call it universal consciousness, call it anything. There is something more intelligent form of life from which we all have originated. Okay, that bindu, that point from which the entire aspect of creation has come. The Big Bang theory, where everything came out of a big bang. So many things came out of it. What made that Big Bang? Why it came when everything was very silent, very probably sublime, and very cool, very calm. So the initial thing was out of a blast. Everything came. So the life came out of it. So that is very beautiful. So have a life. Enjoy life. Don't have a goal. Just enjoy the journey of life. Don't be fixated with certain things. Live without expectation. Yes, automatically there will not be any expectation, and life will be wonderful for you, and it will be great to live such a life. God bless you all. See you some other day. Thank you.